welcome to my channel. When your monitor is on but you don't have an output, there are a number of things that you can do. One, you have to move your mouse or touch any key on the keypad to see if the sleep mode can resume. Once the sleep mode is able to come back, it means your system is working well. But when you switch on your computer, what happens is the operating system is loaded onto the RAM. So the typing, the application work that you do, all happens on the RAM. Random access memory. You're able to access the RAM randomly and work on it. It's like a chalkboard that you write on and then you wipe out, you clean. But this RAM is what? Volatile. Once the power is taken away from it, every information goes away. So what you can do is to make sure that there is always power in your system. Then the RAM information can be saved. But if you don't want to lose your information, you have to save what you are doing on the hard disk. Then you have your information. So when your system goes on sleep mode, it can cause your monitor not to come on. So to wake it up, you shake the mouse or you strike any key on the keypad to wake the system up. The sleep mode is there to ensure that your system power is saved. Once you are not using the system for a number of minutes, the system will go to sleep to conserve power. That's why the sleep mode is in your system. So you can also ensure that once the sleep mode is on, there is power reservation. Now you can check your RAM. When you move your keypad or you move your mouse and the sleep mode does not wake up, it means there is a problem with your RAM. So you open your system using your set of screwdrivers, depending on the type of screws you have in your system. You open the chassis and get access to the board where the RAMs are. You remove the RAM, whether it's dynamic RAM or static RAM, whatever type RAM it is, with its capacity, you changed it. You close the system back, and when you switch on now, the system will be okay for you to work to it. So once the RAM are okay, it means when you switch on your computer, immediately it's able to come on, and the RAM is able to ensure that your computer is working well. Now you have to check your monitor. If the sleep mode is okay and the RAMs are okay, the problem could probably be with the monitor itself. So you have to open the monitor and then see where the problem is coming from. There are a number of problems that can result in your monitor being not working. It could be that the components on them are either shorting, or they are short circuited, or they are open circuited, or they have been burnt out. So when you open your monitor, you have to observe with all your senses, your hand, the sense of touch, the sense of smell, the sense of hearing, all those ones. You have to see, is something burnt, is something smelling in your system. Most of the time, the problem is with the electrolytic capacitor. So there are a lot of things to expect. Once you open your monitor, you have to check whether a component is bent, or whether there is a short circuit in the monitor, or whether there is open circuit in the monitor. Once your monitor is open and there are no bent components, you can check and see, is the capacitor shorting, is the resistor shorting, is the transistor shorting, is the resistor okay, is there an open circuit in the system. Once you find out that the resistor, capacitor, or transistor is shorting or is faulty or has a problem, you replace it, and then your system starts to work perfectly again. Another thing that you have to look out for are the electrolytic capacitors. Most of the time when you open the monitor, you see that the electrolytic capacitor is either bulgy or it has pent out. So when you find out that this is the problem, you change it and then your system will work perfectly again. So check for open circuit, check for burns, check for short circuit in your system. When you find out that your monitor is not working and you open it, when you need a power supply or a monitor or any device that you are working with, these three things, the burns, short circuit and open circuit, can create problems. So trace and see that it's not any of this that is causing problem in your device or your system. Having said that, there are a number of things to look out for. Okay, the bent out components. A transistor can bend out, a resistor can bend out, a capacitor can bend out. There can be MOSFETs that can also bend out. So when you find out that anything is bent, or maybe some of the tracks also has bent out, or even a fuse, you only have to remove the bad one or the faulty one or the bent out one and replace it with a working one. Just make sure that the voltage and then the currents are of the same. If it's a capacitor, you have to replace with the same capacitance and voltage so that the system can work perfectly well. It's interesting. One time I was working with a monitor. I just opened it. There was only one component that was faulty. It was a electrolytic capacitor that got bent out. I got it, I replaced it, and the system started working perfectly again. So just be confident and relaxed. Take your multimeter, do your circuit analysis, diagnose it, troubleshoot, and find out where the problem is coming from. Once you see it, the solution, replacing it, is very easy. So never give up on your monitor or your system. When you find out that there is an output that is not coming, even though the system is on, there is power indication, it means that it's just the monitor. At times the monitor is in a dark mode, or maybe in a sleep mode, or maybe the RAM is broken, or maybe the monitor itself has a problem. So just check, take your time and check and see that none of this is the problem. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up for more videos. Thank you for watching.